You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. Now, LeBron James don't look like he had any positivity in his eyes when he was approaching and directing his words to Stephen Smith. Is it Stephen or Stephen? I'm gonna just say Stephen. Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith. You know what I'm saying? He gave that man the F with a D at the beginning stare. The F stare with a D. You know, because it's like you would think from this perspective, and I think like this too. LeBron, the basketball player, is the guy that's he not a softer basketball player, but the way he always falling on the ground, making these crybaby faces, and how he's always on the receiving end of a lot of those, you know what I'm saying, those brush-ins when, you feel me? It makes it seem, we call them soft basketball players. And just to see LeBron in this state, projecting this type of energy, checking somebody for the wrong they did, you know, and standing on it, you know, it's the wild moment for real. You know, it makes your mouth wide. No omo. You know what I'm saying? So clearly, Stephen had to say something like not overly disrespectful, but it had to be something wrong to the point to where LeBron got to check you. That means you said something wrong and you knew it was wrong and you was trying to stand on it. Because if it was a mistake, I don't think LeBron would be doing you like this. But we going to get into the video of Stephen explaining how it went down and what it was about. Before we get into this, got to ask you to hit that like button. This lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win and more people can view this video just like you're looking at it. Next, share this, family, friends, etc. You know, if you got the time and the patience, that'll also help. The greatest thing that you could do for me is subscribe to the channel. If not, you can see if I earn it, and then you can wait to the end and press that subscribe button, but keep your word. Last but not least, the notification bell. Keep you notified on everything that this channel produces.
You know, I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intentions, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it was a one-on-one, I wouldn't say a conversation, but it was a one-on-one confrontation. But then I wake up and everybody from ESPN and my agent and everybody else were sending me that this thing had gone viral. And so ultimately it was unavoidable, and that is why I have to discuss it now. That wasn't a basketball player confronting me. That was a parent. That was a father. And I can't sit here and be angry or feel slighted by LeBron James in any way in that regard. By all accounts, he's obviously a wonderful family man and a wonderful father who cares very, very deeply about his son. And based on some of the comments that he had heard, or shall I say, I think he thought he heard, he clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it. For the record, his agent and friend, Rich Paul, has my number. Maverick Carter, who works under him, has my number. LeBron James knows how to get in contact with me if he wanted to. He never called, because had he called and wanted to talk to me, I would have accepted that call. Had he wanted to see me, I would have flown out and I would have seen him and I would have had a conversation man to man. But that is not what he elected to do. Instead, he elected to confront me while I was sitting courtside. Ari Emanuel, the head of William Morris Endeavor, one of the agencies that represents me, along with Larry David, was sitting courtside. I was with them for the game. And he walked right up to me and he said what he had to say. And apparently he feels like I was slighting his son. Now let me tell you what I feel. What I would have said if we were in a different environment, because I was not going to engage in a confrontation at that particular moment in that setting. But if we had had that conversation, I would have said to LeBron James, I never would speak negatively about your son. I was talking about you, meaning you, LeBron James. I have nothing but the best wishes for Bronny James. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope that he flourishes into an NBA star or anybody who roots against him, and it certainly isn't me. But in the same breath, at the time that we were talking about him, he was percolating to such a degree that the Bronny James stories had gone viral. And so we had to talk about it. And when I said the things that I said, I wasn't talking about Bronny James because my attitude is he's a rookie. It's going to take some time for him to get himself together. He'll be just fine, especially with J.J. Redick and the staff coaching him. I was talking about the position that he was put in by his dad. Because LeBron James has been on the record, and he has said, and I'll read the quote here. There was a quote that he gave in February of 2024. The work and results will ultimately do talking, no matter what the size. If y'all don't know, he doesn't care what mock drafts say. He just works, earned, not given, etc., etc. But he also had said that his son could play on the Lakers right now, and he was better than half the dudes in the NBA. In the aftermath of all of that, he instructed everybody before the draft that y'all want me, draft Bronny. Wherever Bronny is at, that's where I'll be. I'll do whatever it takes to play with my son for a year. It's not about the money at that point. My point months ago was that because of who you are, and to hear what he had to say, it was all about his son. It was almost as if he was saying, you know, you and I, because he and I don't necessarily vibe. It's high and by. We keep it moving. Neither of us lose sleep over it. And it's been that way for years. But it was like he was saying, keep that between. If he was thinking that anything that I said about Bronny was a result of him. And in that situation, again, I wasn't talking about Bronny. I was really, really talking about him because of the position that Bronny was in. But I really understood where he was coming from.
I agree with Stephen or Stephen Smith that wasn't a celebrity basketball player that was in your face checking you about what you said. That was a father, and he was a little more than a father too. He was about to turn angster on your ass. For real. LeBron looked like he was 4.2 seconds off of Stephen's or Stephen's ass. Like, can't be doing that, man. So we're going to go to the comment section where I dug up a couple of them. We got one from CRB Chill that says, you know, he quoted like he was comparing Steven or Stephen to Smokey or Friday, right? And he said, I'd be quiet, but when he leave, I'll be talking again. Shake my head. You know what I'm saying? That's that famous line. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. We got 1990 Thunderbolt. They said, that's the closest Steven or Stephen? Hey, that's the closest Stephen will get to LeBron for an interview. LOL. That's what they trying to say. Okay. That's the closest Stephen will get to LeBron for an interview. And you feel me? That's truthful for a lot of people. The fact of the matter is, when you got superstars and celebrities, they security be so tight, they be so paranoid that can't nobody, you know what I'm saying, unless every time you see these celebrities on somebody's channel and podcast, you up in that money. That's why it's usually the big YouTubers that are getting paid the bag to be able to reinvest in themselves and pay artists or someone that has some clout or fame. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that with a starting up page and something you're trying to build up. So would you have done what LeBron did if your child was disrespected or talked about in the fashion that Steven or Stephen did to Bronny? Or would you handle it a different way, off camera? Make a call, look, so we can set it on the phone, a Zoom video call, or we can meet up somewhere, have a bite to eat, and squash all this. Do you think that it could have been done like that, or it was done exactly right because Steven or Stephen did the act publicly, so he needed to be checked, or worse, publicly? Now, which one y'all feel like, man? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Along with that, attach that like button. You know what I'm saying? This lets the algorithm know, that we here. And it gets us where we need to be. It get the attention on this video. Next, share this. Subscribe to the channel. You told me if I earned it at the beginning, you would. And I'm here to remind you. Last but not least, hit that notification bell. Keep you notified on everything. This is self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time. So the TV, I'm out of here.